Hello, this is Unitha Muhammad, and I'm here to talk to today. We're going to talk about fear. We're going to talk about how to overcome fear because fear is a booger, right? And I just got through leading a group, the professional troublemaker, the fear factor manual, and I just feel this whole lesson is on my mind. So I wanted to do this for my general audience. So I'm coming from Psalm 121, and this is the TPT version, and it reads, I look up to the mountains and the hills, longing for God's help. But then I realize that our true help and protection is only from the Lord, our Creator who made the heavens and the earth. He will guard and guide me, never letting me stumble or fall. God is my keeper. He will never forget nor ignore me. He will never slumber nor sleep. He is the guardian God for his people, Israel. Yahweh himself will watch over you. He's always at your side to shelter you safely in his presence. He's protecting you from all danger, both day and night. He will keep you from every form of evil or calamity as he continuously watches over you. You will be guarded by God himself. You will be safe when you leave your home, and safely you will return. He will protect you now, and he'll protect you forevermore. Ooh, that's one of them scriptures you want to say, amen. And I also want you in your own time to reference and go over to Psalms 91, which is talking about how he'll keep us and guard us from fear and our troubles. And so this is saying how we know that God is for us. I love the scripture when it says the guardian God. It's like, yes, God is our guardian, God is our protector. So why should we fear? What happens is, we can have a spiritual understanding of something without understanding the natural applications. And so when we think about overcoming fear, the first thing is we need to feel it. So we need to feel it and acknowledge that it's there. And then number two, we need to process through that fear. Processing through that fear is going to scriptures like Psalm 121, Psalm 91, and any other scripture God leads you to with that. And to meditate on that scripture, right? Meditate on that scripture knowing, okay, God is with me. He's never leaving me. So if God is with me in this situation, okay, what must I do? What is the process? What are the things I must do in this with this situation and in this situation? Okay, so we process. So it could be reading scriptures. It could be, I call it your spiritual discipline. So it could be worshiping, reading the word, praying, fasting, meditation, those things that can help you process through with your spiritual disciplines so that you are fortified in your spirit self, within yourself, so that you can look at and gain the perspective that you need to go and walk through and get past that fear, right? So then the third thing is ask, what is this fear trying to tell me? So we're reading the scriptures, we're doing, okay, now what is this fear trying to tell me? What is it trying to say to me? What is going on? So once you do that and you ask that question, it could be said, it's a warning. Yeah, stop, go no further. Maybe this fear is telling me I need to stop right now. That's one thing it could be telling you. One thing could be telling you no. One thing it could be telling you reevaluate and come at this thing a different way. It could be telling you that gain another perspective. It could be telling you you can move forward but I'm going to give you specific instructions on how to move forward. So it's so many things that the fear is trying to tell us. And the fear could be telling us in a place we're not as confident, we're not as sure of ourselves as we should be. So again, we're asking ourselves, what is this fear trying to tell me? And then once we get the answer, then we process through that, right? Then we process through what that is to get to the other side. What I've learned when I follow these steps, I get over it. I do what needs to be done, and I have what it takes to do what I must do. Sometimes we just got to do that fearful thing, right? That thing that gives us fear. Like if you got to the Lord keep telling you go back to school, put in the application. Sometimes it's just do that act, put in that application, start writing the book. Just start writing. It doesn't matter form or fashion. It doesn't matter if you have an outline. It doesn't matter if you have all these things they tell you to have. Just start doing it, and you will find that you'll be able, once you start, then it's easy to keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. And you build yourself up with these spiritual disciplines so that you can have something to lean on and depend on, so that you can keep going and you can fulfill that thing that was trying to, that you were supposed to do, that the enemy was trying to stop you from doing. So I hope this was a blessing, just a short video for you on how to overcome fear. I want you to be encouraged as you lead your groups, as you're going through life, as you're making tough decisions, as you're transitioning, as you're facing some things that you're like, what the, that you'll remember this, and you'll be able to go through this process and get on the other side and conquer that thing called fear and walk in the faith. Because you can, and I talked about this with my group, you can be fearful and have faith. Don't let some theologians and people get you twisted. You can be fearful about something and still walk in faith with God. It's about processing through it, acknowledging and understanding that it's real, not denying it, not putting your head in the sand, not having toxic positivity, all these things, and you can get past that fear and walk in faith, knowing that God is with you. As Psalm 91, he protects us. He's with us. He's our guardian God. He is on the case. So if he's on the case, sit back and relax and lean into him to do your part as you walk in your divine purpose. This is Unitha Muhammad, and as always, I wish you peace and blessings.